The master and the apprentice meet again in highly anticipated Goodwood showdown as veteran Trawlerman hunts for revenge over upstart Scandinavia. With racing still basking in the afterglow of Saturday's captivating King George VI and Queen Elizabeth stakes at Ascot, Goodwood provides the latest chapter of their Duel on the Downs drama in today's Shaqab Goodwood Cup. That description may have undersold the engrossing confrontation, as those with long memories likened it to the race of the century between Grundy and Bustino in the 1975 King George. Whatever label is used, the gripping battle is reprised today as the apprentice, and the master returned to the track for another eagerly awaited showdown as Scandinavia bids to extend his winning sequence to a magnificent 7, while the veteran Trawlerman hunts revenge for his last-gasp Ascot defeat. At the age of 8, Trawlerman is a complete anomaly.
Tired of messy watermelon prep? The crisp taste 2-in-1 watermelon cutter slices neat cubes quickly, then switches to a retractable fork for easy serving with less mess. Want to check today's Amazon deal? Scan the QR code now or visit grabdeal.us/3 before it's gone.
Capable of running to extraordinarily high levels at an age when most of his counterparts have cried enough, the son of John and Thady Gostin's 2015 Derby winner Golden Horn will again be equipped with ski goggles in the paddock and on the way to post as his eyes have become sensitive to light. The Ascot Gold Cup was fought out in captivating fashion last month by the leading men, Scandinavia and Trawlerman, and was billed as the race of the season. The colors of Fitri and Dr. Jim Hay are often seen to the fore at the Qatar Goodwood Festival, and Midak could begin the meeting in the best possible fashion for the renowned owners. The Footstepsynthesan gelding was highly tried for his former handler, winning 3 races in the spring of 2025, prior to having a tilt at the Derby, where he went to post at Epsom at just 9-1 to beat Lambourne, de Lacriaux et al. He has since moved to Ian Williams for €300,000, and although he showed a propensity to race keenly in Britain, today's assignment represents a first dip into handicap company, and the prospect of a true gallop and some cover courtesy of a big field should present more ideal conditions. There is little doubt Lake Forest deserves to be market leader for this event, following his eye-catching 5th over 6 furlongs in Group 1 company at Royal Ascot, and he emerged best of those that were held up well off the pace in last year's contest. However, Currat was a surprise winner of last year's Sussex Stakes when afforded the pace-sitting role, and the victory, albeit a major shock, did enforce that the ability to handle the undulations of Goodwood can go a long way to determining the result, even for a 151 shot. The idiosyncratic Sussex venue suits some more than others with its undulations and contours, and that certainly applies to recent York scorer Currat, who bids to extend his unbeaten course record to 4 in this intriguing renewal. This 6-furlong maiden wouldn't be on the radar as one of the best betting heats of the day for many punters, but I'm happy to afford Savage Mariner another chance following his blip at Royal Ascot. The selection chased home impressive Albany Stakes winner Libertango at Leicester in a fast time on debut before failing to take a hand in the Albany Stakes on his latest start after being backed at big prices to figure. The Blackbeard colt holds 2 Group 2 entries going forward, so connections clearly feel he ought to be winning his maiden before heading on to better things. The affliction nearly cost him a place in the starting lineup at Ascot with Gostin Sr., admitting it was a race against time to have him ready for the Group 1 marathon before the condition was diagnosed. In the build-up to this showdown, Gostin Jr. reports that Trawlerman still has all the enthusiasm he has always had, and has sharpened up a little bit since Ascot, which augurs well for today's rematch where he again takes on a rival half his age. While it isn't quite Lionel Messi facing Lamine Yamal in a World Cup final, the main protagonists are at vastly different ends of the age scale and will each have their supporters, with the front-running Trawlerman's prominent run style contrasting nicely with Scandinavia's more patient approach. The old boxing adage that styles make fights is certainly appropriate, but today's feature also boasts strength and depth with the likes of Amalok, Lazy Griff and Rahib all looking to muscle in on the main event and disrupt the status quo. The former, unbeaten in 2 starts on the Sussex Downs, tackles 2 miles for the first time and arrives on the back of an encouraging effort in the Group 2 Hardwick Stakes at Royal Ascot, a contest which produced Saturday's marquee winner Kalpana. Lazy Griff represents a team with plenty of heritage in this midsummer feature, with trainer Charlie Johnston's father Mark saddling the redoubtable double trigger to win 3 times in 4 years in the late 1990s. The Middleham operation also enjoyed success with Royal Rebel 2000 and Daresim 4 years later, and their representative, equipped with the headgear for the first time, remains largely unexposed over today's trip and will appreciate the efforts of the Goodwood ground staff who have spent recent weeks watering around the clock. Rahib is another intriguing runner in a race packed full of intrigue, and one which should set the scene for a magnificent meeting forecast to be blessed with good weather. We don't have to wait long for another prize fight either, with tomorrow's Visit Qatar Sussex Stakes, providing another fascinating duel with Betfred 2,000 guineas winner Bo Echo and Gestadt going head-to-head for the 3rd time this season. The former leads 2-0, but the smooth 2 3/4 length margin of victory from the first classic of the season at Newmarket in May was whittled away to a short head in the St. James's Palace Stakes at Ascot 7 weeks ago. The market suggests the unbeaten Bo Echo will again prevail, but with the highly talented 4-year-old Opera Ballo also in opposition, the result is no foregone conclusion, and we are set for more drama on the Downs.